get back on track, regain your focus, and give the rest of this year everything you have got.
Fall is transformative. It is quite literally the season of transition. And although so many of us love who we are in the summer, I know I do. I love how social I am in the summer. I love how I give myself the opportunity to rest. With all of that, there's no denying that I have always become the best version of myself in the fall before the new year. And I know several of you can relate because in our earlier days, this was quite literally the season of transition. We transitioned from grade to grade school to university, university to postgrad to adulthood to real adulthood, if you know what I mean. And with those transitions, you were able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am no longer showing up as the old version of myself. I'm showing up this fall as a better me. I'm making new friends. I'm making better decisions. I'm forming better habits. And I'm going to become the best version of myself. And although there are times where we did fall off, we always gave ourselves grace because we knew that we were always going to be able to start over the next fall and show up as a better version of ourselves and form those better habits. And over time, we've grown more motivated, more disciplined, and we've become who we are today. Naturally, it's normal for you to not only attribute this time to being cozy and spooky, but also being a season of transition. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how to become the best version of yourself in the fall before 2026. As I always love to say, take what you love, leave what you don't, and let's get into this video. First, you're going to start off by performing a seasonal shed, by releasing anything that is no longer serving you. That goes for habits, people, and even old dreams. Because we have a way of staying in our comfort zone and holding on to things longer than we should. When you're holding on to these things, you are taking up space for things that can actually come in and change your life, for new opportunities, for new people, for new experiences. You have to shed the old version of you to step into this new version of yourself. Remember, trees don't cling on to dead leaves, and neither should you. So release the things that are no longer serving you in this life. It can be hard, especially when you get really comfortable with certain habits or when you are writing out certain goals for yourself, but you have to realize that certain things haven't come to fruition for you because this is probably not the season for those things. So if you give yourself the opportunity to shed the things that aren't serving you, you might be able to step into a new version of yourself. But you'll never know that if you are continuing to block your blessings by clinging on to old habits, old people, old environments, and old dreams. Let it go, shed it in this season, or at least make the intention to shed it. So once 2026 comes around, you can completely let go of it once that momentum hits you from the new year. Letting go of that old version of you, starting with setting that intention now, is going to help new opportunities, new experiences, new dreams come into your life. And you're going to be able to step into a better version of yourself before the new year. Next, you're going to perform an autumnal audit. Before you can plant the seeds, you need to inspect the soil, okay? Take inventory of your life as it is right now and figure out which routines, thoughts, and habits are nourishing your life and which routines, thoughts, and habits are bringing you down. And it's important for you to be radically honest with yourself because there's no way you're going to be able to step into a new version of yourself if you are not honest about what went wrong with the old version of yourself. It's really hard for us to be honest with why we didn't achieve certain things because we don't want to confront the fact that we failed. You have to be able to look your failures in the eye and say, this did not work out because of X, Y, and Z. This did not work out because I did not put in the time and the energy for this. I might not have had energy. My mental energy might have been taken up by a relationship, by a friendship falling apart. I might have been distracted by other things. I might have been distracted by my phone, whatever it is. But it's important for you to look yourself in the eye and be honest with why the things in your life haven't worked out. The only way I was able to get where I am right now was by being radically honest with how I got where I was before. And I tell my story all the time. I was 25 to 30 pounds heavier just 2 years ago. And I've honestly been the type of person that's gone up and down with my weight. And I realized that I no longer wanted to be that person transition anymore in 2023, moving into 2024. I realized that was no longer going to be my story. The only way I was able to get where I am right now was by looking at myself in the mirror and saying that these habits, this routine, and the way that you've been showing up is not working anymore. These things are not nourishing you in your life. You are leaning on too many things to bring you happiness instead of things that are actually going to bring you energy, actually going to bring you peace, actually going to bring you success. And for you to step into a better version of yourself, you need to step away from that version of you. And it was hard, but it only started with me being radically honest with myself. And this goes for so many other things. I've failed at so many things. And I'm not afraid to say that I failed at this because of X, Y, and Z. I didn't succeed here because of X, Y, and Z. I'm not going to hide from anything because everything that has happened in my life has led me to where I am today. So be radically honest so you can shed all of the shame and step into a better version of you. Next, you're going to plant the seeds of success by taking action. However, in the fall, that action looks a lot different than any other time because you have more time to incorporate different habits into your life, whether it's eating healthier, waking up earlier, incorporating a new workout routine. You don't have to do everything all at once. You can incorporate little things here and there, see how you feel, take note of your success, and make changes along the way. The thing is, when the new year comes about, there is this immense pressure that we all get to be perfect, to get it right immediately. And that is honestly the reason why most of us fall off by January 7th. It's actually a statistic that most people fall off of their New Year's resolutions by January 7th. It's because there is no momentum built up before that time. And whenever you plant the seeds of success now in the fall, you're able to see what works, see what doesn't work, see what you like, see what you don't like, and make changes from there. And I always love using this analogy, but you're going to see your life change like this. You're going to have moments where you're up, then you're going to go down, then you're going to catapult up further, then you're going to go down, then you're going to catapult up further, and you're going to just see an upward spiral until the new year. And once the new year hits, you already know what's going to happen. You're going to get a new burst of motivation that actually really changes your life. You're going to become a new version of yourself way quicker than you could ever expect. But the thing is, you've let yourself build up momentum up until that point. You didn't wait until January 1st to become a better you. No, you've been working on yourself this whole fourth quarter. You've been working on yourself this whole season. And you've been gearing up for this season. So by 2026, you're going to look in the mirror and say, I am already her. I've already taken the time to become her. I have taken the time to build habits, and now I'm even more energized to keep these habits going throughout the year. It is a true mindset shift. And once you're able to master it, everything will change for you. It's not about black and white. It's not about 0 to 100. It's about taking the time to learn yourself, learn your habits, learn what you like in the season and what you don't. And just because you liked one thing last season doesn't mean you're going to like it this season. And you're going to be able to make those changes from there moving forward. So take this time to plant little seeds of success, make little changes in your life. Be gentle with yourself. This is the perfect time to be gentle so you're able to actually see lasting change moving forward. Living an active and healthy lifestyle is not always the easiest thing. It's not easy to transition into cooking healthier meals, going grocery shopping, etc. And one thing that always helps me get back into the cooking habit and get back into healthier habits is Factor. I want to thank them for sponsoring this portion of the video and supporting the channel, of course. Factor offers fresh, never frozen meals delivered straight to your door. Factor gives you the opportunity to stay active within your health journey without compromising on your health goals. They've doubled the size of their menu to up to 80 plus meals to choose from. So that means they have 3 times the amount of weekly meals to choose from. They've doubled the amount of protein items on their menu, and they've also doubled the amount of seafood items. One thing I love about my Factor meals is that I don't have to put in any mental energy whatsoever. You don't have to chop veggies. You don't have to go grocery shopping. You don't have to cook anything. You just choose the meal that you want, warm it up. It takes 2 to 3 minutes to heat up, and bada boom, bada bang, you have a delicious chef curated meal ready for you to eat at the end of the day. It is perfect. One thing I love about their meals is that most of them are between 350 to 500 calories per meal, and it's just enough food for whatever meal you're having, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code JanetNFB50 to get 50% off plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code JanetNFB50 at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free breakfast for 1 year. Check them out, and thank you, Factor, for sponsoring this portion of the video. A way for you to plant the seeds of success in your life is by embarking on a light discipline journey like 75 Soft. The 75 Soft challenge honestly changed my life 2 years ago in 2023. It was an amazing way for me to build simple daily habits in my life that I could sustain over a long period of time. Now, what is 75 Soft? It is an alternative to the 75 Hard challenge, which is one of the most difficult challenges anyone can ever complete. It is a 75-day challenge where you are required to follow a specific diet. And with that diet, you can not consume any alcohol, no cheat meals, and you are also required to drink about a gallon of water every single day for 75 days. You are also required to perform 2 workouts that are 45 minutes each, one outside. Yes, I said it. One of those workouts has to be outside. You are also required to read 10 pages of a nonfiction book and take a progress photo every single day. Now, the kick with 75 Hard, and the thing that makes 75 Hard so hard, is that if you fail at any of the days, if you do not do any of these things on the list at least once, then you have to start all the way over with the challenge. You have to go back to day 1. Yes, I said it. There is no wiggle room, and it is the ultimate test of discipline. And anybody who has completed 75 Hard deserves an award. It is a very hard challenge. I have never done it. I've never embarked on a 75 Hard challenge. I don't think I have, actually. The only reason I haven't is because I like a glass of wine, okay? I don't want to give up alcohol for 75 days, but I should. Honestly, I should. But instead, I chose to embark on 75 Soft. A lot of people look at 75 Soft as the easy way out, which it might be, but if you really take it seriously, it can really change your life. Now, what is 75 Soft? You're also required to follow a diet with 75 Soft. You can choose to drink alcohol only on special occasions or not at all. You're only required to do one 45-minute workout a day, and you're allowed to have one active rest day. You are only required to drink about 3 liters of water a day, read 10 pages of any book that you want, and there's no progress picture required, and you don't have to start over if you fall off. 75 Soft is intended for you to build simple daily habits into your life that you can sustain over a long period of time. And one of the biggest criticisms with 75 Hard is that it's not sustainable. You might be able to get into the best shape of your life by doing that challenge, but over time, you're going to incorporate sugar, you're going to incorporate cheat meals, you're going to incorporate alcohol. So over time, you're going to find yourself falling and slipping back into old habits. And some people just go back to their old selves overall. Whereas with 75 Soft, you just might keep going because you weren't being so strict on yourself. So that's why I highly recommend a light discipline challenge during this season. You can incorporate movement, you can incorporate healthy meals, you can incorporate a healthy lifestyle into your life while still enjoying the holiday season, while still enjoying the fall, while still enjoying Halloween and Thanksgiving. It's getting rid of that all or nothing mentality that a lot of us have around the new year. This honestly holds us back from our biggest potential, because if we're not able to hit the all, we transition back into the nothing. And that is honestly going to get you nowhere. It's not going to get you where you want to be in life. So embark on a 75 Soft challenge. Make yourself a nice little habit tracker, whether it's in your phone or on a nice spreadsheet in Google Sheets or on Excel. Create a 75 Soft challenge for yourself. Honestly, let me know if you guys would like me to start a 75 Soft challenge with you guys. I would love to start a challenge over on Instagram. I'm just now thinking of that, and that sounds like so much fun. Let me know if you'd like to do it with me. and I'll start a little group chat over on Instagram. We can talk about it in a vlog coming up, but I think it's the best way to really change your life. And it really did change my life. It really did help me get out of the perfectionist mode that I had been living in for so long. It helped me step into a better version of myself, a more balanced version of myself, and just a happier version of myself overall, because now these habits don't look like hard punishment to me. They are habits that help me thrive. They're habits that keep me happy. They're habits that keep me at peace with myself. They're habits that give me mental clarity and give me the energy to keep going and keep showing up for y'all. I don't look at being healthy as a punishment. I look at it as a way to help me thrive in my everyday life and to help me live my best life. So start the 75 soft challenge and make it your own. Maybe you can add in a journaling prompt that you can do every single day. Maybe you take a progress video of your form while working out, but make it your own and make it something that's worth starting. Make it something that will actually change your life so you can actually look back at the person who you were before and be like, dang, I'm so proud of who I am now because I have made that girl proud. I have made the old version of me so proud. We can't talk about the fall without talking about cozy hobbies. And I think it's really important to incorporate hobbies into your life that match the season. So as you're moving into the fall season, I know you are going to want to hit your goals. You're going to want to eat healthier. You're going to want to become a new version of yourself, but you can't make that your whole personality and your whole identity. You need some distractions and some fun in your life to build balance. The thing is, whenever you are only focused on health and wellness, it can honestly bring you down and make you miserable. So choose a hobby that you've always wanted to embark on and pick it up in the fall. So you are making yourself a well-rounded individual. So you are not obsessing over metrics. So you're not obsessing over the scale. So you're not obsessing over food. So you can truly live your best life. One of the best things I've ever done for myself recently was keep myself busy. I talk about this in so many videos. It's honestly changed my health journey. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm always dilly-dallying. I'm always doing some type of hobby. I'm always running around the city, if I'm not working, of course, because honestly, it's the only thing that keeps me happy. It keeps me sane and it keeps me consistent. It actually keeps me consistent with all of these other things. So when I'm done working, I'm like, what do I want to do? Oh, I want to go for a walk. I'm going to go for a walk. Oh, I want to go for a bike ride. I'm going to go for a bike ride. I'm going to do something that is enriching, that is fun, that's active, but that also stimulates my brain in a way that is not working, that is not cooking, that is not a simple workout, right? In the fall, there's so many cozy hobbies you can pick up, like coloring, going to a nice pottery class, knitting. My sister paints, which I've been wanting to get into painting. Like she made some really cute canvases recently. I was like, oh my God, I actually want to make one of those. So I think I'm going to get into painting. Scrapbooking. There are just so many cozy hobbies that you can do that will really help you get into the season. Baking, going to pumpkin patches, exploring your city with cooler, fresher weather. I cannot wait until Austin has fresher weather. It's going to be amazing. But all in all, do not make your whole identity this goal that you are hitting. Do not make your whole identity health and wellness. Do not make it your whole identity. Really incorporate these fun things into your life so you can feel excited about the hard work that you're doing. So you can feel excited about your progress. So you're not completely and overtly obsessed with the metrics and the number on the scale. And lastly, you're going to move into the embodiment season. This is when your habits and your lifestyle actually match. This is when you look up and it's 2026 and you're honestly shocked at how far you've come. You're honestly shocked that you don't need to use the new year energy to start all the way over. You just need the new year energy to build even more momentum that you've already built thus far. By the time 2026 arrives, you're no longer faking it. You're living it. You're living this new version of you. You are waking up early. You are getting your workouts in daily. You're not negotiating with yourself on whether or not you want to work out or you want to show up for yourself. You are choosing healthier options for yourself because you know what it's going to do for you. You are journaling. You are reading. You are embarking on new hobbies. You are spending time with your friends and family. You are truly living a life of balance and you are her. Okay. The embodiment season is so important because once it all all clicks, you are no longer going to yearn for more. You're just going to look at the things that you can tweak as the seasons change. You're going to look at the things that aren't working for you and make those changes from there. But you're not going to have to complete an overhaul of these habits moving forward because you've already stepped into this new season of yourself. You should really be proud in the embodiment season because you have become her. You have become this new version of yourself. I love it when you guys tell me that you've seen huge changes of me from people who haven't been on my channel for a while and they just happen to stumble upon my channel after months or even years. And I love honestly reading the shock of like how much I've changed and how much my mindset has changed. And I love even looking back at my old videos and seeing where I've come, because I have come a long way when it comes to my mindset and the way that I live my life now. Once it all clicked, once I stepped into the embodiment season, you couldn't tell me anything. And I honestly wish that for everyone. You know how people say, I don't wish that on my worst enemy? I actually wish this on my worst enemy. I wish for everybody to be able to step into the embodiment season because it's just a different clarity that is unshakable, it's unbreakable, and there's nothing stopping you from here, truly. Just want to let you know that the cozy season is cozy, it is fun. It should be a season of festivity and hobbies and doing something for yourself that lights you on fire and pulling more inward and really learning about yourself. And you're allowed to enjoy the day. You're allowed to hang out with your family, have drinks, eat dessert and all that other stuff. But you should also allow yourself to live a healthier lifestyle outside of those moments as well. It's all about balance. And once you learn to live in true balance, once you learn to really plant those seeds and live in alignment within your life, everything is going to change for you. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. This is the best time of year. And I know 2026 is going to be a transformative year for us all. So let's start planting the seeds of success now so we're able to show up 10 times better for ourselves in the next season. With that being said, let me know if any of this resonated with you down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout. Bye.